Welcome. Today's practice is a practice that is intended to bring you back in those moments when you're like, and you need to narrow your focus and just come like right here. Now, it's easiest to do this with two people. You can do it by yourself. And you can always come back to this recording, or you could call someone. You don't even necessarily need to see them. So just know that this is a little kind of somatic trick for when you're just out there and, can't get into the moment. All your other tricks aren't working. Okay, so I'm going to lower the screen a little bit. Okay. I'm going to clap in a certain pattern, and then you are going to mimic that pattern and clap back in the same pattern, okay? And we'll do this for a few rounds. Now you. I can hear you. Okay. One more. Okay. So now just let your eyes close, and it doesn't have to be that you move right into the quiet time. Like, just take a moment to notice how you feel. And it might be a little funny or odd or even a little stimulated. That's okay. Maybe you didn't get all the patterns right. You didn't quite remember. It's okay. And just notice if you're a little more here, and that the brain might not have so much access to the future, the past, or the whatever. Like, it's a little more here, I'm guessing. And see if there's other, kind of story or sticky stuff around being here that you can let slide away, and just feel being in your body, being on your seat. And there's also something for our nervous systems, for our brains, that's really soothed by this co-regulation of mimicking, of seeing another or hearing another, following the pattern. So, if this was your first time, it might feel a little odd, but maybe the next time or the time after that, it's like, oh, now it's not new. I'm not trying to figure out what it is. And that is kind of assuring. That is kind of soothing. So keep that in your pocket. And now we'll move into the quiet time. Can be sitting, can be lying down. So if you want to adjust or even like roll your shoulders around a little bit, feel into your neck, have a deeper breath, have a stretch. It's all good. I'm going to set the timer. And as you are tending to your space and your physical comfort, make sure that you really are at ease. So, if you want to support your arms, I really like right now I have a blanket in my lap. I really like to have a pillow or something in my lap to support the weight of my arms, because when the arms feel really heavy, then the shoulders can feel heavy and the whole upper spine can round forward. So if you've never tried that, you might give that a go. And as you settle in, Let your weight yield to gravity, yield to the ground. Even if that means you get a little bit lumpy, a little bit slumpy for a moment, like really let yourself imprint into where you are. And then from that imprint, from that place, from your spot, once we let go, maybe there's the opportunity for a little bit of a rebound. And that rebound can come up through your center, your apple core center, and just ever so gently up through your stem, up through the crown of your head, allowing your exterior to stay really soft and even a little heavy, while the interior, like sap in a tree, rises. Maybe just a touch of the quality of resting back rather than leaning forward. Letting all expression drain from the face, around the eyes, the lips, and letting there be ease and softness in the mouth, the tongue resting wide. And noticing what all of these invitations into being in this moment, into being in a space of relative calm, notice what that does to the breath. And just remembering a little bit of course, this morning, like there are moments, there might be hours or days that we're not able to find that softness, or the breath feels still, it feels restricted, it feels hard today. Of course. And that's okay too. You're here. You're right here. You're tending to yourself lovingly. And maybe right now that's all we can do. Wherever your mind goes, whatever is happening in your body for this quiet time, surround yourself with loving presence, with loving energy, your own loving intention, so that no matter what happens, you are surrounded with loving presence. Re-soften the body. Notice the movement of your breath. Feel the loving presence, even the loving presence of this container, of this togetherness. Being here live, or even if you're watching it later, the loving presence of this practice. Breath by Kabir. Are you looking for me? I am in the next seat. My shoulder is against yours. You will not find me in stupas, not in Indian shrine rooms, not in synagogues nor cathedrals, not in masses nor kirtans, not in legs winding around your own neck, nor in eating nothing but vegetables. When you really look for me, you will see me instantly. You will find me in the tiniest house of time. Kabir says, "Student, tell me, what is God? What is divine? What is the cosmos?" He is the breath inside the breath. Keep this loving presence with you, around you today. Let it wrap your tender parts. And if you need a little like clapping come to, rewatch the video, find someone to clap with you. mimic each other's patterns, go back and forth. It can be a really simple and strangely helpful tool for coming back. All right, my friends. Stay in touch. Stay in touch with yourself. Stay in touch with me. I love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. Stay together in our isolation and take really good care of yourselves.